Hello, hello, hello. This is your message from the universe for 9/30/2020. This is the rune Fehu. Fehu is the rune of possessions, of nourishment. It speaks about material goods, and it speaks about our connection with them, our relationship with fulfillment, with nourishment, with material goods as well. It speaks about making that distinction between what makes you happy. Is it the material goods? Is it the money? Is it the materialism? Or is it happiness? Is it that space where you have contentment within yourself? Does that fulfillment come from you, or does it come from the material success of the world? And these cards support this rune so incredibly well. We have this Knave of Coins in the center spot here, speaking about getting that coin, speaking about leveling up, speaking about the inspiration and the action and going towards it and getting that fulfillment. Not necessarily money fulfillment, although that could be a part of it. It is asking you, though, to really look at your attitude about money, your attitude about success, and to really take a close examination of whether you feel that it's the money that brings you the happiness, whether it's the success, whether it's the feeling of contentedness, and can you get that without the money? Because if the money is the only path to it, then maybe you're doing it for the wrong reason. Maybe your relationship with that is not correct, is not in the right spot. We have this Knave of Coins as manifestation of new paths, new ideas, and bringing that money in. The Magician is manifestation. The Ace of Wands is manifestation. So we have these three coins: manifestation, 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 talking about creating this new world, creating this new energy. But your Ace of Wands, about creating your future, was this extra card came out, and it's the Five of Wands reversed. And it's very similar to the Nine of Cups when these two are together. This Nine of Cups, like I was saying, talks about examining your reason for why you want that material success. This is talking about a conflict about manifesting it, a conflict about your relationship with that success. So you really need to kind of dive in deep to your own thoughts and belief systems on money. There's lots of materials out there that you can seek out that will lead you through a series of exercises that take you down to what they call your money story. Now, some of these are super cheesy. Some of them are really helpful. Even the cheesy ones can be helpful because they're just an exercise in self-awareness, and they help us to ask the questions that we may not know to ask ourselves. We may not know to ask ourselves these things. And so that's why some of these, seek within, look within, they're so important, because a lot of our own garbage is hidden. We pack that shit away so tight in the back of the closet when something goes wrong or when something is weird. And then we put layers of defense around it so nobody sees how we messed up, or so no one sees how we got hurt. And then we operate with this giant lump out in the world, and we don't even realize that we're responding in that way. To simplify it, if you walk past a particular door, and every time you walk past it, someone reaches out and punches you in the arm, okay? You are going to start wearing protective armor on that arm, or you're going to avoid that door, right? Now, just because somebody did it twice, just because somebody punched you in the arm twice or three times out of that door, doesn't mean they're going to do it every time. And when you avoid that door now, that might be the door you have to walk through to get to the place you need to go. But because you have built a wall, or maybe you nailed a lock on the outside of it, or you have a armor on so you avoid that wall, now you're missing that opportunity, and you don't even realize sometimes that you've done this. You know, you put the lock on the door. Maybe you put some of those boards across the door and nail it in so it can't open when you walk past it. And then after walking past it 10 or 15 times with all that stuff on it, you don't even notice it anymore. You walk past it for 3 years and you won't even remember why you nailed that door shut. This is why the self-awareness is so important, because we lock these things up. We hide them away. And then we can't figure out why we're acting crazy. Then we can't figure out why we nailed stuff on the door, or why I'm wearing, a pad on my left shoulder, or why I'm walking out and crossing the street when I come to this particular door. It's self-awareness. It's paying attention to those things that we hide away. And in this, it's specifically talking about your relationship with money. We've been in this space of preparing so that we can welcome whatever comes next. And you have to have your ideas of money, your relationship with money, your story with money straight, right, before you can expect it to come in a way that it actually showers you cleanly. And topping it all off, we got the Six of Wands, which is victory, cheering you on, giving you hope, telling you to keep going. It's not an easy path, but the more you know yourself, the more aware you are of your own actions, the more you pay attention to them, the easier the path becomes, or at least the easier the path becomes to navigate. You are beloved, you matter, you are so loved.